tripping, I'm a fool when we burst it. Die, and this fool look repeated. Harrison Bird, what the fuck is up? What's up? Fuck yourself! happen. Cross the line. Give me fuck off. If I beat one, that be swinging blind. It's war outside. Broken mind. Time luck. Excuse my reason. I'll cross the line. Oh God. Yeah, it's always easy. Blow out of my finger. Yeah, push that wide, push so last. Give that loud with 6 on that. Bitch, like the bad bitch. Oh, that's it. Wow, got that feeling. Got it. What? Body in the sky, nobody play. What I down, I said. What I down, I said. What I down, I said. Got that feeling. Yeah, bitch, back when I'm turning on. But I think gonna do my grave when I go for a drink. What? Pull that damn, pull that on its head. Okay. That's my kid. What's been moving by the bridge? They keep me sick. I'm on fire. Get your bag out. They gon' talk that shit one time. I got swag, I'm loaded. Loaded. Yeah, I got that feeling back. Pull that hard shit. I spoke up this morning. Get to a bag, I'm loaded. You gon' talk that shit one time. I got swag, I'm loaded. Yeah, I got that feeling back. Pull that hard and tell. Yeah, I got that feeling back. Got that feeling back. Feeling bad, the boy, this, hold up, what? Give it up, give it up, give it up. 2, 1. Please don't wake me up, please don't wake me up. Dreams gon' take me up, crazy gon' take my love. Should I stasis? Can't face it, making this drive, everything's fine, black faces, singing the blinds with a collide, don't waste it, fade and fade and wait, we'd have to wait me up, yeah, baby, it's been fucking me up, hell yeah, baby, it's been waking me up, please don't wake me, lace me the easiest way out, I stay lost, stay inside, don't out, I lay down, see my life away, till I bang out, while the way your steps, only lesson I wrote down, smacking at the dawn, black sky, filling in the haze, capillaries burst at the gaze, but the solitude gone when the time comes, yeah, no covering that clock when the lights off, falling in the bed, it's the reason I can't cry, and it's been a place of my shout time, maybe it's the real reason I can't cry, walking in the dust of a pale skies, please stop bleeding, daydreaming, it's always better, I see it, girl, you know I need it, you know I need it, you know I need you, yeah. Lately it's been fucking me up, yeah. Please don't wake me up. Crazy gon' take my love. Should I? Thank you, Wxjm. Sucking eyes, looking up it. I'm expecting you've been waiting on, buried so deep in the weeds. I merge on you. You couldn't thirst in the dreams and the prize. Themes on the children's sky. And I dance around, going on the corner's eye. Whoa, it's my personal line. Man, for my help, been out 3 times. That's what it's about. Guess you get the brownie, yeah, slow. Always rap deep, and I'ma get it shouted. I was sucking on the hole. What the fuck you mean? I think I'm not 2 times. I'm blowing origin. Even Jiffy in my team. Take us in the trees. Hoping we gon' live it down. Hope you not see. The lock's picked and the floor creak when the clock. Inside! Being on board with night shift. Team blackface in the wrong corner. You might miss it. You like this? I might just sink deep in my head speaker recite. Complete! Beat with the red tights and Tyson. Flick! Get him high with a flavor. I like this. House supposed to lean back.
Head count, head
It's
count.
impossible, I need cash.
Head count, head count.
Gotta look for the meat tags. Fresh battle, holy war, spiral and repeat.
Head count, head count.
Sit match to the deep.
Head count, head count.
Up there,
Head count, head count.
in the middle of the road.
What did go good? What the fuck? Say yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. It's fucked up. Begging on my knees to the night. Pages, motivation like a single now. Say them down, begging a pay. I'm a big lad. Big fast, bigger and shade. And I piss rat. Many lies, I feel late. What? Trying to break bread is impossible when you wheelchair. Belly in the basement, the time and it's so good. Playing what I think. Come on, stay out. White noise, decoy. I'm just trying to make it through the week. God damn. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, I'm telling hellfire. But that serpent in the rock. You get nervous. See someone in the sky. Start to worship me. Get abroad, laughing at the tides. No big bag. Babylon, capturing my heart. Bitch, you done born the fire. What? Hiding from that cold, trick or treating, not being tried. It's 11:45. Oh wow. So we really feeling it all. The rape, the more, the backtrack, plowing the net, invasive car. The crashing, sucking the bounce, looking to play out. When it happens, I'm peeling your face, a light dirty magic. Flipping you down, you're all alone in these streets. The shadow riders ain't a crib, nothing. Really happens when you shot. Boom, boom, takes your arm and a leg. Will get you back to the specialist way. It's like the wall. Waving the bay with no hatred. So where's the back?
What the fudge?
serious, self-possession, hands down, and a new future. Talking now, bleed. What's the name of that place? Bleed. Not the place, it's just treat. Blood, please, bleed, bleed. Shock to the system, just what the doctor ordered. Cracking my armor pores and I'm shot. Shots out by new horizon. They say that new design. Got the feelings out of me. Some learn that I pray. Some learn that I walk. Some they know that all with the wind is I walk. Back street, gore. Trash, keep full. Life stink, drum full of acid gas for being torn. Give it up. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Yeah, oh man, put that on. I'm going for ya. Run the wall, look those balls, don't get it wrong. I won't save ya. In my truck, walk me in the plane. Don't get it wrong. I'm taking aim. You pay the guy, got me in rain. I send the wrong, who ain't this today? I saw for Wait down to the figure. Let's wave in that figure eight. I'll make the cover back, they know. Yeah, get up. Bring them all. Don't get drunk back here. Let go. Man, it's all real shit. Go. It's hard to get jiggy. Jiggy, yeah. Listen, listen, listen. Fire. Part of me, I'm very brain. Part of me, it's all the same. Yeah, listen out for your pain. Listen now, everything. So part of me, I'm very brain. Let me on, let me there. Let's go. Why can't they keep guessing out? In the place I give it a go. It's hot outside, like my soul. Stepping on my tippy toes. Comedy, pretty sexy, follow me. Put it out, like I got a stop. Make your way out. On the go, on the go. Wow, down the line, across my street. Yeah, gotta go. Down the street, on the top, east, you carry street. But it's free chicken and it's play. I get taken by the fleet. Yeah, all out the way, on the play. My favorite play, from a team track. Show it to be my middle one. Show it to be my diamond club. And then I'll say that, yeah. Great when it's on. Coming on right in the daylight. Everything staying right back. I'm freaking out, even know what's that. Watch the face that's right back. Turn up to the light. Give me a little bit of that. I'm still stable. I'm over that shit, but good. I'm still stable. Give me that. Give me that. Fuck that bloody old skin. That breaks the soul. Give it. Yeah, let me yell up, baby. Oh, man! Missing out on everything. So part of me, I'm let me rain. Part of me is let me rain. Know how you feel. I follow you to the flame. Let's go! Part of me, I'm let me rain.
Awesome. Hey, what's going on? Wxjm Harrisonburg, 88.7 on your FM dial. I'm Andrew George.
I'm Kate Bean.
We're interviewing Abbatia. Thank you guys for pulling up. Thank y'all for doing the set. That was amazing. It was awesome having you guys.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. We're going to start asking some questions. Here's Kate with the first one.
All right, so I saw you guys at Broad Porch when you came around the summertime, and you guys are amazing. Immediately what struck me is your guys' stage presence and performance. What gets you to that level to perform? Like, what gets you up and motivated? Is it natural? What does it for you?
It's definitely not natural. I don't know. I think we all have different rituals, I guess, but really it's just most of our sets now start really like immediate, like it's from 0 to 100 right away, and that helps like like throw you into it. It's like a baptism by fire kind of. For me personally, though, putting cold water on my head for whatever reason just gets me there really quickly. But that's just me. But yeah, just getting thrown into the pit immediately is usually good. It's very alien to us doing what we do, though, I think.
Awesome. And we know you guys like as Abbatia, but do you want to introduce yourselves as individuals, performers?
I'm Drugi.
I'm Dylan, or Sid Shalanke.
I'm Jazz.
And thanks for being here with us again today, guys. So you guys have been making music since 2018, or putting out music since 2018? Ish?
Give or take,
Give
yeah.
or take, okay. On Spotify, the first single you put out is We Made This Over Pancake Break. I want to know what Pancake Break is and what went into making that single.
It's actually breakfast.
Yeah, it probably gets cut off by Spotify.
It was like a first song, and we made it over actually French toast breakfast, but we called it pancake to be honest. But yeah, we were kids back then. We just wanted to make something cool.
All right, I just want to establish, I am actually filling in for our events head, Jordan, who couldn't be here today, but sent me some questions to read from Kate's phone for you guys. So first off, you started out as childhood friends making music. How did that evolve? What was that journey like, getting to where you stand now?
Yeah, so we all pretty much went to grade school together. And eventually over the years we kind of just like reconnected and started bonding over music and bands we liked, artists we liked, and stuff like that. And eventually it kind of naturally evolved from us wanting to kind of like just start doing things for fun with everyone around us, like starting a group or something like that. And it evolved from having a bunch of our friends in like a big collective, and it kind of all just like narrowed down from that point, and it distilled down to us pretty much. And you know, the music we wanted to make at the beginning is obviously much different than what we do now. But we never stopped having like the feeling of just wanting to keep like making things. Originally it was just like little songs, little videos, little things to just have fun. And eventually it's become a lot more involved, a lot more about world building, a lot more about trying to make our performances kind of elevated. But it kind of naturally evolved from the fact that we all knew each other. We all went to the same Catholic school, and we all had like a similar kind of just taste overall. I mean, I think that's the thing that binds us more than anything, is just taste. Like we kind of all just agree on like what turns us on, I guess. Yeah.
You should see us in our schoolgirl skirts and our stockings.
Yeah, Catholic school background is always a good way to start for sure. Speaking of like your guys's like overall performance and what you put out there, I first of all love the World Wide Web music video. I've watched that so many times. It's incredible. It's on YouTube as well. Abbatia, World Wide Web, check it out. But yeah, so I'm curious about like what your influences for that are. It feels very fantasy, very horror related. So tell me about that.
So the whole ethos of that video, it's kind of like a microcosm of like the record that we put out, Red Room, which the main idea behind that was literally just trying to articulate the kind of trauma we have as individuals, but also I feel like everyone can kind of relate to it. The fact that all of us grew up with the internet, unbridled, unrestricted access to it, where we've seen horrors beyond human comprehension, like things that would kill a Victorian child. And we were just like that. It's just a very easy place to pull from. I feel like a lot of our aggression comes from that place. I guess I can only really speak for myself, but a lot of my aggression comes from that place. A lot of just unease and insecurity comes from that place. Just knowing it's hard to like walk around and like be like in the swing of things when you know that there's like an underbelly of all these things. And World Wide Web as a video is just supposed to be like a peek at the underbelly. We're in this location with these characters that are just depraved in their own special ways, and they just exist. Like there's really no rhyme or reason. There's like conflict there, but we never really wanted to like over explain like what was going on. We have like headcanon and lore and stuff like that for it, and names for the characters and stuff like that, but a lot of it was just more about like just like shining a flashlight on like stuff that never gets light in it at all. So that's kind of what the video is.
The internet's a scary place for sure. And
Yeah.
I've always been fascinated by that topic as well. So I love when a band is hitting on my niche interests.
Sure,
You guys
sure.
are awesome.
All right. What kind of roots does your music come from? Do you have any big influences on your sound?
We can go down the line with it. For me, a lot of my influences, like mid 2000s dubstep and like hardcore punk, kind of like a mix of that. That's like that informs a lot of like my performance, a lot of my aggression and energy and things like that. Again, with the internet access, we've had access to a bunch of different things, so we're really eclectic as well. I think everyone kind of listens to a little bit of everything as well. So.
Yeah. For me, probably growing up, it was a lot of like psychedelic rock from my dad, and then the dubstep, and then like hip hop, like Odd Future, the Grips, and like Doom and stuff. But those three influences together, I think, is like a good foundation for me.
I'd agree with him as well. Odd Future, the Pro Era, Def Grips, and then growing up, I was also forced to listen to a lot of R&B, but that helped me. And also nowadays, I like a lot of electronic pop. It's my favorite type of music.
You guys definitely have like a variety of influences, and I feel like your music really varies too sometimes. In fact, your two new singles, Blemye Brained and AMs, just came out this year, and they're very different. Do you want to talk about the process of creating those two?
Might have to wait till the album comes out to get the full picture.
Okay, so there's an album coming out in the future.
Yep.
Is there any more you can say about that?
Very, very soon.
Very soon. Okay.
Under
fair
a month.
enough. Look out for it. And yeah, I'm also curious just about your overall creative direction when it comes to album covers, music videos, the graphics you put up when you're performing, all of that. What goes into that? What kind of process is that like?
As far as like the live visuals and stuff like that, a lot of that is really either if we have a video for it, that's already the articulation of how we think that song feels and how it's supposed to be portrayed and articulated visually. But if it doesn't have a video, then it's kind of just a process of mining the internet for something that really articulates it, and kind of making organic graphics originally as well. Like Blemmy Brain that just came out doesn't have a finished video yet, but it has. I made this animation of a rat like going down a sewer that we just kind of started using as a visual that perfectly articulates the kind of spirit of the song and the spirit of the upcoming record, honestly. And we just thought it was just a perfect addition to it. So a lot of it is really like it needs to be able to play really well behind us and just be an interesting kind of like piece of lighting as well, but also just be like a good kind of symbol of what the song's about as well. As far as like covers and stuff, we've gotten a lot more, I feel like, loose with it. Before we used to get like really involved and we wanted it to be a really particular thing. But lately, we've been stumbling on pictures or making pictures inadvertently that are just so perfect that we just like, that's the cover. We don't need to do too much editing to it, especially with the during this kind of era of our music. We've been trying to get into more like underbelly kind of like found pictures, found footage and stuff like that. So a lot of that involves like quite a pretty minimal amount of editing and just more like using old stuff to make visuals happen. So
awesome. What kind of vibe do you guys look to cultivate at a show? What do you guys want people to feel from attending one of your shows?
Community. Everyone's welcome to mosh. Everyone's welcome to stand there and have fun. Just enjoy yourself. That's all we want.
Something I was thinking about yesterday before the show we did at Ben's house was I feel like when you wake up, when you talk to everyone around you, when you have conversations with your family or anybody in your life, you have like a mask on, and that mask like swap them out and change them and everything like that. I feel like everyone wears one all the time. Even when you're by yourself, talking to yourself, you have one. And I kind of want the shows to just be a full mask off, like just disintegrating the mask as much as possible. And just like seeing, at our shows, we really like to, I mean, it kind of evolved naturally over time from us just kind of like being awkward, I feel like. But we really like noticing the areas of the room or the people that are wallflowers and they don't really want to get into a pit necessarily. And just, even if it's not straight, like, you know, you don't want to like drag literally someone into a pit, but you definitely want them to kind of feel alive during a show and feel special in that moment.
You can tell when they want it and when it's in there.
And remind them that they're here and they're not just, you know, like just make them feel involved and make them feel comfortable in their own skin. And just, again, like just dropping that mask and becoming what they want to let go. I feel like that's what our shows are, is really just like a letting go, like therapeutic exertion of a bunch of like ugly stuff you're keeping up.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
My favorite thing, someone said it, but when we hear that people are like feeling things or moving in ways that they didn't know they could, that's the best. That's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And actually, I had that exact experience at your guys' show last night. I'm not one to jump in the pit. I'm always scared to. I always want to, but I just had to. So you guys definitely bring that out. That is in a very accurate and successful way that you guys perform, for sure. Why do you keep making music? Like, what is it? Like, it can't just be fun. I know it's fun, but like, why do you keep doing it?
Have to.
Have to?
Yeah, I mean, gotta make. I think we're all the same, but like, you just gotta make something. You know, you gotta be making something always. You have to be creating. It doesn't have to be art, but you have to be transmuting something, or you're dying.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think some level of humanity is essential exploration, and no matter what it is for you, there's something for you, and ours is music.
Yeah,
I can't
absolutely.
stop.
Yeah. It gives you a lot of opportunities to do a bunch of things too. The fact that we do a lot of the things ourselves gives us, we kind of get to be not only like vocalists and producers, we get to be directors and writers and designers and things like that. So it's not like it's just music and we're doing like a monotonous thing at the end of the day, kind of a one-note thing for years. Like, it's a constant kind of like growing of a bunch of different things as like the band kind of evolves and starts to take new steps and add new things. So I think that discovery is what keeps it very fresh all the time.
Yeah, and you guys seem very, very collaborative, but do you think that you each fill a certain role when it comes to the creative process, more so than...
I don't know about more so than, but yeah, I think we do. Yeah, we have. Yeah.
Like, outside of the music, do you each have a preference for like what you enjoy being a part of in the process, like whether it's the photography or the visuals or anything like that?
Yeah, during like the last year or so, we've all kind of taken more primary roles. Sid is the main producer. Droog does our visuals. Lady back there does our photography. I run our booking. So we all have our own little avenue for things like that. So,
and it's like it's a necessary thing that we had to do. It's just how much it's growing.
Yeah.
But it's all kind of, it all hits on like what we all as individuals kind of want to do as well. So it's been a pretty good arrangement so far.
And you said Lady, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
I just want to shout out your photographer, Lady, over here, because you are also an incredible part of the performance as well. You're taking the shots, you're getting in there with video. I mean, is there anything that you want to add about the process and what you enjoy doing? Sorry to put you on the spot.
It's okay.
I
It's
just
okay.
feel like you need to be shouted out.
It's okay. Thank you. I appreciate
yeah, absolutely.
it. I guess all I'll really say about the process is you kind of have to, I don't know, you got to be a part of that like audience. Like, I kind of have to like separate myself from them in that moment where I have to like be aware of everything else that's going on with the audience. Like, a lot of the times when we first were really like big on getting pictures during the shows, I felt like all my main focus really was like, oh, let me get the really good shot of these three, or like I just need that moment of them. But at the same time, it's like the people that are coming out to see them and have that experience with them, I think is what matters even more, because they're the people that are, you know, giving them the privilege to be there, to perform, to do what they love. So shout out to everybody that comes to the shows, because the pictures always look really good. Everybody's very expressive. Everybody's very in the moment. It's really awesome to capture, not only for them, but just like as a photographer, as an artist. It's pretty great. Yeah.
I was just want to say, like, it's incredible to see, you know, a group with such intense and amazing, like, creative vision as you guys. Like, you have such a, like, clear, like, goal you guys want to go for, and I don't see that a lot in a lot of music, and I think it just, you know, it's a testament to how talented and incredible you guys are. And, you know, last night, I mean, that was the first show I'd seen of you guys, and I'd checked you guys out before, but, you know, getting to just be there and be a part of it was just incredible. Like, I was sitting there afterwards, I was just like, man, I gotta go home. I gotta like process that. I don't think I can handle anything else tonight. That was like, I was like in bed and I was like thinking about it. I was like, oh my god, we're gonna have those guys on the radio tomorrow. I was, you know, I just wanna, yeah, it's just incredible. I guess my next question from Jordan. All right. So being from Philly, do you think that there's a sound or vibe that makes that scene unique? And what's your relationship with that scene? You guys have quite a lot of overlap with AFK. How did that come about? And any other bands you find overlap with as well?
I think in the Philly scene, it's everyone has their own little pockets per se. You have the basement scenes, you have the raves, you have the bar scenes, venues. It's kind of getting where you fit in. We have a lot of success in the basement scene in Philly, I'd say. The AFK question. We actually met them about 3 years ago for an EP release party, and Drugi looked up New York hip hop, and they came up, and from there, you know, we met. We had the show with them, and as the years gone on, they're like our brothers. They are our brothers. So, you know, all love.
Yeah, there's a lot of overlap with their journey and our journey.
Yes.
that was like eerily similar. Mm-hmm. So they've become like a really nice, like kind of just like almost like a sister band to kind of like bond with, if that makes sense. We support each other if they come out to Philly, if we come out to New York, et cetera, and they were kind of like the only act we had in mind to like really bring on tour, in addition to Vera Vaughn, and, you know, Orange Cap Studios is another one. Shout out Orca. You know, it's just a collective of people that we've known for years that all have such unique artistic voices, and we're just so excited for their futures. One more thing I wanted to say about the scene in Philly is that it almost feels like Jazz said, like we've fit in certain areas and stuff like that, but the Philly scene honestly feels a lot more like medieval feudalism in some way, where like you have dedicated pockets that are really kind of closed off. We've tried to like infiltrate certain scenes, and a lot of them are very kind of closed-minded. And what the sad part about it is that there's a lot of people, I think, in the audience that really want something fresh, but the promoters don't want it, or the promoters are out of touch, or they just don't understand the kind of concept of like the core of the music is energy. It's not what instruments you play. It's not the vocal style you have. It's what you bring energy-wise. And a lot of it is really closed off, but we're trying to kind of like raise our own flag with it, because it's kind of the only option. And any attempt we've made to kind of like breach into that world has been met with a lot of either discontent or just kind of like neglect as far as like promotion goes. And it kind of comes down to like if you want something done right, you got to do it yourself. So I mean, the next couple of years is definitely going to be dedicated to that 100%. So watch out.
I have a question from an audience member. How do you navigate the current DIY scene as a black-fronted band?
It's an uphill battle. I'd say, especially making hip hop. A lot of stereotyping. I don't think, kind of bounce off what Drugi was saying, I think a lot of promoters I'm theorizing here, but some promoters just look at the page, they see black artists, they see hip hop, they don't think we could bring an energy to their venue. So, you know, the venues have let us in. We are very fortunate, and that's why we're always like, thank you so much for literally letting us be here. Being in Virginia is crazy for us because, again, hip hop acts don't really do that. They don't leave their cities until they have some substantial fan base, and you know, we're very small. So all this is a blessing to us.
Well, we also feel super fortunate to have you guys, and anyone who doesn't book you is severely, severely missing out. I just have to say. So, genuinely. All right, I'll pass it back to you.
Oh, that kind of answered that question. All right, let's go on. You guys have been back to Harrisonburg several times now. What brings you back here? Any other places you guys find yourself returning to?
I love the people here. They're really nice. They're all sweet. The people I've met and chatted with, they're all really cool. And as a scene, you guys are supportive. That's beautiful as hell. So of course we'd come back.
There's the best places we've been to. The audiences are just, they're there to have fun and not there to, like, what would you call it? Like stand there with their arms folded and
Observing.
not even just like, you know, because you can observe, but it's not I don't know. There's a lot of places where, and it's okay, but you got to really sell a reason. Nah, I shouldn't say that. Never mind. Ignore what I said. But the people here, and a lot of the best places we go to, like State College is another example, with great audiences. They're just there to have fun. They're there to, you know, have a good time. And we, hopefully, when we're at our best, bring a good time, and it's awesome.
There's something very gratifying also about finding a scene that you think is not going to like you at all, and really you realize that it's like really like a fertile ground for people to kind of like grow in their sonic palette, and also just again like lose their mind in like the vortex as well. So yeah, State College is a huge one too. Like we've grown such a nice community up there, and everyone up there has been really had great hospitality and just everything, hosting us, and same with Harrisonburg. You know, it gets crazy. Like the further you go away, and you realize that the community is really good. It's a lot crazier because you don't think you can go too far from your home city without feeling like it's just going to be completely alien and everyone's going to reject you.
Right,
So
right.
it's really nice.
I can say one more thing to bounce off of that. This tour has been very eye-opening in the fact there are so many receptive scenes outside of the city, and yeah, we're going to be touring for a while.
Yeah, and again, just thank you guys for what you do, and like, you know, coming to these small pockets where you're a little uncertain if we're gonna vibe with it, because it's really important to have music and artists like you that do allow people to express themselves in a way that maybe they didn't think they could, or, you know, as you were saying earlier. So that's really awesome, and thank you guys again for being here. And I don't know if you knew, but Harrisonburg is the friendly city, so maybe that's why we're so friendly.
Feels like it.
Feels like it.
Accurate. I guess, what is a song that you are always like super amped to play? Maybe do you have one where you're like, I can't wait to get to this one, or are they all kind of on the same level for you?
There's a song that we do in our sets now. It's on their album. It's called The Loom Rider. I love doing that song, and the second verse has this drop, and every time that really gets me in the crowd, and I love it.
Yeah, that one's good. I have favorites of the new stuff, but just World Wide Web is always like, I love that. That's just old reliable. It's old reliable. There's like I said, there's really great ones like Loom Rider, Quizod. I mean, damn near all of them. But that one's just old reliable. It cuts a crowd in half.
Yeah, we love it.
I think Blemmy Brain has been my favorite of the tour so far.
It's really good.
Just because of it feels the most kind of like completely unhinged. Like we've had a lot of songs that are like very chaotic, but we kind of went into that song as far as like making it just very loose and very not caring too much about being too polished. Obviously in the recording process we fine-tune things, we refine things near the end of production, but as far as like the core of the song, a lot of it is just throwing caution to the wind and really like seeing, not even really even looking at the wall after what you stick something to it. Really, it feels very and when we do it live, I feel like I can just like do my verse and not really give too much care as far as like the delivery, as long as like the energy's there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't have to like talk in a certain way or vocalize in a certain way.
Yeah, awesome. And I just have one more question for you guys. I'm just a curious girl, and I'm curious about your writing process. And do you need to be somewhere chaotic? Do you need to be somewhere isolated? Do you have to be together, apart? What's that kind of look like for you all?
Different. Really depends. We all have different styles. Usually, for me, like the best stuff just comes randomly. Like just in random settings, I'll get one thing, I'll go into the note, write some stuff, and then a thing pops up. I usually don't get to great things when I sit down, unless I'm there for like several, or maybe not several, but a handful of hours. And then maybe I will, but I usually don't get to good stuff when I'm sitting there trying to. But yeah, it just kind of happens when it feels like it, I guess.
A lot of stuff comes from the sky, not the sky, but it's usually at a random place. I'll just think of a line that makes sense, and I'll write it in my notes. That, or I like to freestyle a lot to the production. I'll just have it looping, and I'll, rap in my phone, and that's about it. And then I'll take the melody that I like from it, and then expound upon that a little bit.
Yeah, my writing process has been it's been evolving quite a bit for like the past year. I've noticed that there's things that work really well as far as like what I've been doing, but then there's new frontiers that I feel like can like make things a lot better. I am definitely a person where I really like to kind of like sit down in silence and write, because I feel like I can kind of like dig deeper in that way. But at the same time, there's a process that they're more akin to of kind of like freestyling and just playing the beat and just going on the spot with it and finding you say something and it kind of almost makes no sense, but it starts to like make sense the more you refine it. So there's like I'm kind of like in between that right now. I don't know which one's better, and I'm trying to find a way to kind of like marry both of them, because I really do like the very cerebral pen and pad just sitting there with a candle or something. But yeah, that's where I'm at. It's just in between.
So you all kind of write separately and bring it together, or is it more so together usually?
For the most part, it's separate, but
Nice.
during this record, we have been coming kind of together for certain parts, certain bridges or hooks, or if somebody needs a line that they are kind of just stuck on, throwing ideas out there and stuff like that. We've even had processes during this record where someone will write for somebody else, and I feel like that's given us a lot more unique sections of the songs, because
writing, you write.
yeah, and then us
Cool.
someone else vocalizing it, because I think it just gives it it gives it a different core that the other person might not have thought of, so it gives just more dynamics.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, I'm out of questions from Jordan, but thank you, Jordan. Shout out to Jordan. I just have one question that I'm actually going to steal from another one of our interviewers, Campbell, who asked this question to everybody he interviews. If you could, like, describe your music with a movie, any movie, what would you choose, do you think?
Mad Max.
That's a hard one. There's a few.
Are you guys like big movie buffs, or?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
That's why it's so hard. Beau is Afraid by Ari Aster.
Oh,
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah.
But
That's.
I see that.
I think that's the most accurate.
Yeah,
I
that's
could
probably
say.
the most accurate, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm gonna have to watch with like World Wide Web playing on a separate screen at
Yeah.
the same time,
Yeah.
like on loop.
You know what they say, you can put, what is the movie? Wizard of Oz to freaking Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd. Would have been the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it probably would line up with our with our newest record. You probably could play Bo with that in the background, and it would probably work
Well, I'll have to
quite
do
a bit.
that.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you guys want to add or say to the viewers or listeners?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Keep on living, you know. I don't know. I mean, what am I going to say? I appreciate you listening. Appreciate y'all coming to the shows. Appreciate all the energy. I appreciate all the life all the time. Yeah.
Shout out Ben's House. Shout out Broad Porch Coffee and Coffee Hound. All phenomenal venues. Also, love Harrisonburg. Thank you for having us.
Harrisonburg's
And
great.
we love Abbatia. Thank you, Abbatia.
Thank you.